Hello and welcome to today's practice. Let's come and stand with our feet hip width apart today. So quite often you'll find we come with our toes together, heels apart, but we're going to come and stand hip width. And close your eyes. Take a moment to take your mind to your feet. So you might have your hands together as I do. You may have them down beside your body. Give the fingers a little wiggle if they're free, and take a sway from side to side. Just noticing where in your body might be waking up a little bit. And then you can bring a bit of a circle, forward, side, back, and take it back the other way. So this is a really good way to ignite your proprioception. And this is our awareness inside our body. And just coming back to center, let's either float your eyes open or you can keep them closed if you're pretty well balanced, and just bring your weight onto that right foot and come onto the top of your knuckles of your feet. So pressing into the top of those toes and just opening through those feet. This is a really good one if you are spending a lot of time either in high heels or in snowboard boots or ski boots. We're going to make a big circle with that foot now, taking it all the way around, one way, back the other way. Just noticing if you can feel that all the way up through into your shins. And coming back to put your weight back down. Really press into those pads. Let's take the weight to the other foot and come onto those knuckles. So quite often when we have hip issues, it can come all the way down from your feet. So really important. In yoga, you'll notice we do give our feet quite a lot of love. And this is really a preventative measure for hips, back, neck issues, and then taking your foot back the other way. Just igniting your belly as you move, just noticing the strength you can create through this drawing in the center part of your body. Let's all come now to meet at the front of our mats. Now we've woken our feet up. Bring our toes together, heels apart. Just bringing those feet about. If you feel that felt really good for you with hip width apart, that's fine. Otherwise, having them nice and close. And so let's bring a little bend now through those knees and drop into the front of those feet. So I am going to take mine into train tracks again now because I like the way that feels. We're just going to bring that right arm up and across the body. So just bringing it just so it's, yeah, good. So as you're pressing into the front of your feet, it's making sure you're nice and balanced. So quite often when we're drawing across our body, we notice we're falling sideways. So when we drop down, we really get that stability, and then we can draw across. Now, if you want to bring a rotation as well through that torso, as you draw across your body, you can. So just bringing your gaze over to the left and that arm opening in that shoulder blade, breathing into the back of your body, and then coming back through center. Yeah, just release that arm down, bring those shoulders to come behind you and then forwards. So as if you're coming into that hunch. And then coming back to center, let's bring that left arm across the body. And then draw around. So you imagine that you're swiveling. It's almost as if your upper torso is the top part of a tripod. And then that bottom part is the bottom part of the tripod with the 3 legs, but you have 2. And you're on a swivel and really bringing yourself as far around as you can. And just coming back now, slowly through center. So you should have felt good opening in those shoulder blades. Good. Coming back to center. Let's release those hands behind. Just keeping this little squat going. So we're just engaging in those quads in a tiny way, interlacing those hands behind your back. You can take your gaze up and then bring those hands over to the left. And back to center. And the other way. And just starting to notice your breath. Is it catching in your chest? Back to center. Let's bring those arms up and all the way over the top and falling forwards onto those bent knees. Yes. So you can here wrap yourself around the backs of your knees and just hug yourself tight. Good. If you are super open, and this might be your second practice for the day, you may just want to come straight into your forward fold. Let's nod our heads yes, shake our heads no. And when you're ready, just releasing those arms down. Imagine you're an ape and you're hanging those arms and you're just falling forwards, and then keeping the backs of your hands connected to the mat or to blocks, just straightening your legs to wherever they go to. So we're connecting in 4 parts of our body to the mat. Coming onto the fingertips now, pressing onto those fingertips and straightening through those legs a little more. Straighten through the right leg first and then the left leg. And breathing to your belly, breathing to your lower back. And just pedaling those legs gently. So you're slowly, again, just bringing slight rotation in, left and right. And then falling forwards into this lovely calming forward fold. So coming back to that breath, let's draw that breath all the way down our spine to the tailbone, and as you exhale, let yourself fall forwards even more. You may think you've hit your maximum, but you can go forwards more. Let's inhale, half lift. Looking forwards over the top of your mat, so pressing into those legs. Just notice where may be speaking to you in your body, and forward fold. Let's inhale, right foot steps back behind you, keeping that foot engaged. Drop that knee. Take a moment to check in with your foot, with your knee. Is it happy where it is? Take a deep breath in, fill your belly. Exhale, pelvic floor, navel to spine, coming on up. If you need support, fold that mat. Or put a blanket under your knee and just press to come up, first of all, into that thigh, and then drawing those arms up and over. Take hold of your right wrist, come to the left, back to center, left wrist right, back to center. Interlace your fingers behind you, opening through that heart. Diving forwards with your hands and take a beautiful big circle to open all the way. And again, drawing up, making the whole movement meaningful. So no reason to cut corners here. Good. All the way back, and then dropping into those hands and coming into your half splits. So all the way back, putting that weight onto those toes. This can be really intense, but as I said earlier, the love of our feet is very important in yoga. Let's draw up through that right hand, outside of left thigh, down and around. Inhale up, down and around. Inhale up, down and around. Pausing here for a moment and then lifting back up and coming forwards, tap out that foot. So that can be quite intense. Taking those hands, press into the mat, and we're going to lift this knee. So coming now to our high runner's lunge. Okay, so as you breathe, take that breath to the belly. Fill your belly, exhale, pelvic floor, navel to spine, coming up, pressing into your thigh. Send that back heel away, and let's draw those hands tall. Take hold of your right wrist, come to the left, left wrist right. Hands come behind, interlace your fingers, open your heart, and then diving forwards with those hands. Inhale, and up, and around, and again, and again, and coming all the way now to rotate through the torso. Beautiful. So you can take your gaze back if you want to that back hand, press that heel away. Breathing to your belly, press into your feet, cartwheel those hands over, all the way down, left foot down to meet the right, down dog. Well done. Breathing it out, pedaling it out, enjoying the movement in this down dog. Drop your left knee across your body, look under your right armpit. Drop your left heel. Right knee comes across the body. Coming to pause, bend your knees, breath to belly. And then straightening those legs, just enjoying this restful inversion. You can press into all your knuckles. And when you are ready, just taking yourself in your hurdle, up and over on those tippy toes, hurdling, hurdling, hurdling to your plank. So pressing into your hands away from the mat, so trying to get the space through your joints, sending the insides of your elbows forwards. Let your shoulder blades come down your spine. Draw your navel to spine. Wrap your thighs. Your glutes are alive. Send your heels away. Breathing to your belly. We have another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower on down. We're going to take our 3 yogic press-ups, preparing for Chaturanga Dandasana training. So coming down for 1 and up, 2 and 3, and then sliding all the way through, gentle cobra. Let's come on up for 1. Float those hands this time for 2. Send them back, palms up this time, 3. Lifting feet this time, 4. And when you come back up this time, let's grasp those ankles. Send the soles of the feet towards the sky and draw yourself up. Pause here, breathe to that belly. Open through your chest. Shoulder blades kiss. Let your breath rock you back and forth. And then lowering on down, pressing yourself slowly, slowly, either to rest in child's or down dog. So coming either back with knees apart, toes together, or coming straight to your down dog, whatever suits you today. If you're feeling strong and energetic,
come to that down dog. If you feel you need a little bit of time to let these changes in your body mid-practice assimilate, you need a little rest, please pause in Child's. Child's is such a powerful posture. It is very grounding. Quite often I will take it at the start of my class. And taking 2 more breaths here, wherever you're at. And then slowly making your way to your down dog. So we're just going to take a Chaturanga Dandasana now. And if you want to watch while I show you the 2 options, you can. So if we're coming through up and over and resting your knees, keeping those hands below your shoulders, lowering down and sliding on through and up. That is number 1. And then taking yourself by tucking those toes, pressing into the hands and the back. So that is equally as powerful and strengthening, depending on where you're at, as taking a full. So if you want to try a full, coming forwards. So as you move through your Chaturanga, nothing touches the floor except for your toes and your hands. So you're lowering halfway and then pivoting on your toes and coming through and up. And then 1 toe at a time or both toes, whatever feels good for you. Pressing back to Child's or down dog. So we can try that 1 more time, wherever you are at with yours. Inhaling forwards, exhaling lower. Inhale, slide on through and up. Exhale, down dog. Good. Let's all pause wherever we're at for 2 breaths. And then dropping, or first of all, come to meet in down dog if you're in Child's. And slowly making your way there. Bring that left heel to midline. Drop your left heel. Slide your right leg as if it's going up a wall behind you. Pigeon toe your toe. And pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fill your belly and bring that foot all the way through between your hands. So we'll start the cycle again, but on the other side. Let's pause here, checking in with the hip flexor on this side, checking in with our breath, with our minds. Try not to go into this side with any preconceived ideas as to how it will be. Just enjoying it. Fill your belly. As you exhale, pelvic floor, navel to spine, press on up. Good. Just checking in and then drawing those hands high. Take hold of your left wrist, come to your right. Back to center, right wrist left. Good. Hands come behind. Take your uncomfortable grasp. Open through your chest, your heart. Hands towards your heels. And then letting those hands come forwards. Inhaling up and around. Lovely big slow circles. 1 more. Up and around. And coming down, let's come into our half split. So coming back, keeping that foot flexed. Draw that toe towards you. Let's bring our breath
to the tip of our left finger and down and around outside of right leg. Inhale up, outside of right calf. Inhale up, outside of right foot. Inhaling up and coming all the way forwards. Tap that foot out. And then flexing it again. This time, when you draw your breath to your belly, know that we will lift that back foot and then lift all the way up as we draw through that pelvic floor, navel to spine. The lifting comes from the front of the body. Pausing here for a breath, just checking in with that back heel. Take your hands above your head, take hold of your left wrist, come to the right, right wrist, left. Hands come behind, uncomfortable grasp. Open your heart. Good. Diving forwards. Inhale. Up and around. Beautiful big circles. If we do heart openers in the morning, they turbo boost our energy for the day. We have our thymus gland sitting in our breastbone. We love to do thymus tapping. Talk about that, and this just helps ignite everything. One more for luck, drawing it all the way up and around. Hands come. Good, lovely rotation through that torso, taking your gaze back if you need to, pressing into your feet, engaging your glutes. And when you are ready, just cartwheeling that hand on down and sending that right foot back. Good. Coming into our down dog. Breathing here, just allowing your breath to slow. If you can start to extend your exhalation longer than your inhalation. When you are ready, coming on those tippy toes and coming up and over to your plank. Let's pause in our plank. And once we feel we have our perfect plank shape, let's lift that right heel and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come onto our forearms and just pause here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down to those knees to your Sphinx. So allowing now the breath to draw all the way into your belly. Press that belly into the mat. Opening through that lower back. You may want to drop your chin to your chest to really keep that spine opening. Or you may want to let your head float back up. Take your gaze to the right, down and around. Gaze to the left, down and around. And coming back through center, we're going to slowly make our way back into our down dog and practice those chaturangas again. So if you feel you need to rest, please either come into flapping fish on your stomach, which we've done a few times, or you can come into your down dog and just pause here. Tuck your toes, send your heels down towards your mat.
You can even pedal it out. So either practicing and bringing those knees to the mat or taking your full chaturanga. Inhaling up and over on those toes. Exhale, lower and slide on through and up. And then on each toe, down to down dog, pedaling it out. Again, let's do one more just so that you have it in your head and your mind. I know I always used to want to perfect mine in class, but I never felt I had enough time. So we will inhale, hurtling up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Pausing here. Just breathing. And let's drop that right heel. Slide that left leg up the wall as if you're painting a wall. And let's pigeon toe it and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fill your belly. Exhale, bring that foot all the way forwards between your hands, and we're going to step the other foot to join. So let's take a little rock back and forth. Right foot joins the left. Forward fold. Let's take those feet hip width apart or a little bit further than hip width. Take a bend through your right knee and wrap yourself around, down and around. Come back through center, other side. And let's bend through those knees, hang your hands heavy, come all the way back up, all the way up. Drawing up. Hands can come to heart center. You can take a little sway from side to side. Let's just walk those feet so they're off the mat, toes pointing out, coming down into your yogic squat. So if this means you want to shimmy from side to side to get down here, please do. And then take your elbows and press them into the knees. Breathing deep, spine long. And just enjoying what you can see happening inside the head of your femur. It might be that this sensation can be quite intense. If squats are impossible for you, start on a chair or bring support like a bean bag I have there, or cushions or blocks. 2 more breaths. Squats just come through practice. And if you have really tight knees, those quads are what we need to work on, the adductors. So just coming down, keep going with your yoga practice. Bringing your legs nice and wide on your mat. Hands come forwards, drop your right knee to left heel, gaze to the right. Down and around. And back to center. And the other way. And come back to center. We're going to come all the way down onto our back, dropping that right knee to the left heel. Draw that right hand above the head. Let's create that space. And back to center. Other way. Good. And breathe. And then coming back to center. Let's bring those knees up into the chest, but bring your right foot on top of your left. Take hold of the outside of your feet. Just draw those feet down towards your glutes and rock from side to side. And take the legs up towards the sky. And the other way, left foot on top, left ankle on top of right ankle, and rock from side to side. And whenever you're ready, unwrapping those feet, hug those legs in, taking your palms out to the side. I'm under a rest. Drop your knees to the right. If you want to extend through those feet, you can. Take hold of that toe, those toes, gaze to the left. And just enjoying this moment of reflection, of rest. Just drawing that breath all the way in, knowing your chi, your life force, this calming breath will be what continues to allow you to practice kindness, tolerance, hope, understanding. It's the power of the breath. Bending those knees, fill your belly. Exhale, pelvic floor, navel to spine, knees to center. Let's take them the other way. And extending long if you have space. Take your gaze the other way. And you can even keep that mind quiet through the thoughts. I am inhaling. I am exhaling. When you're ready, just allowing yourself to slowly start to unravel. So make the unraveling as meaningful as the posture. Let your head slowly move. Check in with your neck. How did that feel? Let your arms slowly come back over. And letting your knees come back to center. Let's give these legs a hug. Thank you, legs. And just take this moment to feel gratitude for something or someone else in your life. And just slowly extending those legs long. You can take a reclined butterfly if you want to, or just moving straight into your final resting posture, your Shavasana. Let your feet fall to the side. Let your palms face up. And just come to that breath. And allowing your mind to visualize a healing white light entering the crown of your head, filling your head from the forehead to the eyes, to the nose, to the cheeks, to the face, to the mouth, to the tongue, to the throat, onto your spine, to your chest, shoulder blades, belly, ribs come onto your lungs. Let them sink down. Let your back ribs draw your front ribs to the mat. Your whole torso is full of this white light. Move down each arm. Let it warm the palms of your hands. Fill your pelvic girdle. Down your quads, hamstrings, space at the back of your knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet. Whole body is just glowing with this healing white light. Give yourself 5 minutes here, and then I will bring you back.
Just allowing your awareness to return to your body. You can wiggle your fingers, you can wiggle your toes. You can inhale your arms up and overhead. Stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And then bring those knees into your chest, give them a hug, just rocking from side to side. Making your way to your side, pausing there for a moment with your eyes closed, your gaze low. You can extend through that top leg, press into your hand, and with your eyes still closed, you can make your way up to sit. Either in a cross-legged, or you can come onto your knees if that works for you. Take your time. Let's bring our hands to a cupping shape just in front of our body, resting on our legs. And just imagine this healing white light that you have nurtured in your body can now come into your hands, and it is there to give to others through your day, or you can keep it inside your body if that's what you need right now. My white light within me thanks you for joining me in this practice, in this program, and I hope you have an amazing day or a great sleep. Namaste.